This week we got confirmation of a breakout in the nasdaq 100 despite a raft of central bank rate rises and more mega cap tech earnings. The week began with price backtesting the 200-day simple moving average highlighted here before rebounding. I mentioned in the last video that the 200-day would act as firm support, and it did. That was confirmed on Wednesday with Fed Chair Powell acknowledging the disinflation process had begun. That was exactly what the market wanted to hear, and you can see what happened to the nasdaq 100 the moment he spoke. We had liftoff and the nasdaq 100 broke out. This was a significant move as we broke out of a downtrend which began in November 2021. Despite the Fed trying to sound hawkish and temper any expectations that they're not done raising rates, the market simply doesn't believe Powell, and we rallied into the close on Wednesday. Thursday was much the same, with both the ECB and the Bank of England raising rates, but again the market didn't buy into the hawkish talk. Have the central banks lost their credibility? What has helped fuel this is that inflation has begun to fall in both the US and Europe. We had Eurozone inflation numbers this week which showed inflation falling faster than expected. Therefore, why would the pace of rate hikes and monetary tightening need to continue? This is what the market is beginning to challenge and dismiss central bank talk of any further aggressive rate hikes. We also had Facebook earnings which came in above analyst estimates. The share shot up by 25% as the social media company announced a $40 billion share buyback despite a drop in revenue for the first time. This also helped momentum going into Thursday after the Fed, with the nasdaq 100 pushing towards the 12,900 resistance level. Thursday after the close we had the 3As reporting, Apple, Amazon and Alphabet, and all three disappointed, with Apple missing on earnings and revenue falling for the first time since 2019. Despite this, Apple soared the following day as brokers continued to talk up the long-term prospects of the iPhone maker. You can see here the impact it had on the nasdaq 100 on Friday as price continues to push towards the 12,900 to 940 resistance level. On top of that, we had the January payrolls number which came in hot, really hot, at 517k. When only 187k was expected. Despite the initial whipsaw, the market rallied higher on Friday and consolidated gains for the week. Right now, price is the only thing that matters, because if you had followed the narrative with earning misses and the hot jobs report, you'd probably be looking for a fall in risk and not the rally we've seen. Follow the price action and the price is showing us that the nasdaq 100 has broken out this week. In terms of levels to watch, 12,900 to 940 major upside resistance. If price does hit that level, expect a pullback as we're likely to cool off to confirm the breakout we saw this week. On the downside, 12,500 and more crucially 12,100 will now act as firm support. It is likely we see price come off next week to backtest the breakout level. As long as price remains above 12,100, expect more buyers to come into the market. Most of the FANG stocks are now above their 200-day moving averages, and that will keep the nasdaq 100 well supported, with over 40% weighting from the US FANG. Next week, whilst things slow down on the earnings front, Fed speakers are the main focus, with Powell on Tuesday and Williams on Wednesday, in what is a quieter calendar week. With that said, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content, and I'll see you at the next one.